It was about a month and a half from my arrival, and I saw a person walking his dog, and the dog had kind of a socks on his feet, and I was wondering, why would he put socks on the dog's feet? He said the pavement is hot. I said, wow, really? They care about animals to that degree, and even their feelings? Humans are not treated like that in Iraq. Many people would wish to be even an animal in the United States.
This is the only country where you can come with $100 in your pocket and get a PhD in nuclear engineering.
Yeah, that's right. I'm actually a nuclear chemist, and I started working at the Los Alamos National Laboratory. It's a famous nuclear weapons laboratory.
You're going to solve tuberculosis and you're going to solve HIV.
Yeah, develop actually against HIV/AIDS. Yeah.
My main goal is like to be self-sufficient. Okay, I don't want handouts. I'm contributing to America. I'm contributing my skills, my talent. So America needs me.
Don't you think that's how you know you've made it in America, that you have a camera crew following you every waking moment? This is so postmodern. I'm filming him, filming you, filming you.
Yeah. Somewhere along the way I became enamored and started worshiping American pop culture, which rules the planet. Movies, TV, rock and roll, all of which was invented here. Europe had the Scarlet Pimpernel. Here, they invented Superman. The heroes with no limitations. Even nature and gravity couldn't keep them on the ground. They were invulnerable, and they could fly through the air and create worlds, anything that you could ever dream about. The new heroes were all invented here. So superheroes, movies, physically and literally invented right here. The cars you drive, you know, the telephone you talk about, even the night is no longer off limits. Somebody invented light. Americans.
Very difficult to explain to somebody who never lived in a third world country. You keep a gun under your pillow every night. There's no water, there's no power, there's always something going on the road or on the school, so your life is kind of busy with those things. You have no time to think about higher things in life. And that is something that changes when you come here and you start living a life which is more fulfilling from that point of view.
Do you think Americans take that for granted?
Americans do take these things for granted. They don't know how lucky they are.
To us, and we're twins, and you don't get Chinese twins a lot. No. So, no. I think we're like the only Chinese twins I know. Yeah, right?
How can they? Oh, because in China you can't even have more than one kid.
Yeah, because in China there is a one-child policy. If you have more than one kid, they basically make you pay really high taxes, or you just like adopt them out, or you throw them in the garbage can, do something to the baby. No, because the government is everywhere. The government's controlling. It's like, you know, all powerful. And
So how could you guys be teenagers in China?
no teenage life, no social life. Seriously, in China they don't let you like go on Facebook or like Google or like YouTube, because they don't want you to like know all of America. Like, well, yeah, they have their own Facebook for Chinese people, but like I heard that's really lame. We're pretty lucky to be here. Yes, I'm happy I'm here today to celebrate.
Listening to women from countries where their opinions were not validated, and even their birth. Boys were celebrated, the birth of boys was celebrated, and women, girls, when they were being born, were not. And we don't appreciate jobs, because jobs are usually something that we have to slave for just to provide our basic needs, where if you are able to get a career in something that you love doing and getting paid to do something that you love, it'll be a different experience, and work would not be looked down upon.
So many of my dreams were killed and taken away from me just because I was a girl born in Iran. Like most of you today here, I left behind my parents to seek a better future and brighter life. In Iran, the basic human rights, women's rights, is not exercised. Like, you cannot express your opinion freely and without being worried all the time that there is going to be consequences. I am blessed to be here. I'm so happy there is a place where I could pursue liberty and happiness. Watching the news, people debate, people express their true feeling with no consequences. That's the real beauty of America I love.
Let me tell you how great this country is. Then, treat me like an equal. Study. See, my country, women is always you are second. Men always come first. You see boy born, they celebrate at house, they put them a pepper, red pepper when there's a boy. Is that good? Nothing.
John still sing Macau. It's a very recommended.
This is the best country. Where I'm going to have own the house, car, I got 2 dogs. It's great.
It's a whole
occasion, but I can't ignore the fact of what's going on in our city today. We have protesters that are crying about how unjust Arizona's immigration enforcement law is. That being said, I'm pleased to see that the immigration system can work, and you should be proud that you are testing that.
Do you have sympathy for the people that are here illegally?
Of course, I was once one of them, and of course it's frightening for them. When Martin Luther King was fighting for civil rights, that blacks and whites were equal, here it's almost the same thing, where we're fighting here so our voices can be standing out. Arizona is becoming a Nazi country when all of the Jews had to wear a tattoo on their arm, or they had to carry some kind of identification at all times. And if they didn't, they would have got prosecuted or taken away. And it feels the same way right now.
Your country and you have to be on the same page where values are concerned, principles are concerned, what you believe in. And if that is not the case, then you may be born somewhere and brought up somewhere, but then you don't feel that same type of loyalty. Because the loyalty comes to ideas, not to the earth, not to mud and trees and hills. That's the same everywhere in the world. Is there any country in the world that has it enshrined in their constitution that you have a right to be happy? Any country.